Today's Sunshine Note is titled, How Many Times Do You Take a Girl Back? The Lord said to me, Go, show your love to your wife again, though she is loved by another and is an adulteress. Love her as the Lord loves the Israelites, though they turn to other gods. Hosea 3:1. It's embarrassing to admit how many times I left Greg, certain he was wrong for me, before I finally figured out he was the one I wanted to marry. After our first couple of dates, I decided we were all wrong for each other. We were just so different. I dated someone far away, then I dated one of Greg's friends, but he waited. Just days before I went overseas as a student missionary, we decided to date again, but once there we really struggled, and I took it as evidence that we were wrong together. I fell head over heels for a European guy who was not so different from me. Greg kept waiting, still certain I would be his wife. When I returned to the States, I gave persistent Greg one more try, and this time it went well for quite a while. Then an old flame from high school confessed his undying love and left me confused again. Little did I know then that Greg was already planning for marriage, because he knew we were meant to be. Eventually, I figured out what he had known all along, and we married. It was the best decision of my life. What's crazy to me is that no matter how many times I left, lost faith, or turned to another, Greg still loved me. He saw possibilities in us that I couldn't see, and from the very beginning he was prepared to love me forever. If one could travel through time, Greg and Hosea could have a long commiserating chat, because Hosea's woman kept leaving him too over and over and over. She was a prostitute, yet God had commanded Hosea to marry her. Actually, Hosea really loved her, and it broke his heart when she kept going back to her wild ways. But every time he took her back, just like who? Yes, like Greg, but also like God. No matter how many times Israel left God, he always took them back. Hosea was his living lesson. God will take you back too, you know. No matter how many times you've left or why, he loves you more than you can understand, and he sees possibilities in you that you can't yet imagine. He's prepared to wait as long as it takes. He'll never stop waiting for you, never give up on you, and never ever stop loving you. May God bless you today.